start with this CoverGirl True Naked Goldens palette. I think they're totally trying to like do an Urban Decay look. It says, shades like a leading $50 eyeshadow palette. This came out a while ago. This isn't like a new product, like it's been out for a while. I don't know if they still have it. I think they do. But yeah, I've never been a huge fan of the Naked palettes. I'm just like, they look like basic eyeshadows to me. Like, they don't excite me or anything. And so I'm like, I could get this like for the basic neutral colors for like 10 bucks. Like, why would I spend $50 on a palette with just like basic neutral colors? Like, I'll spend money. Like, I'll buy like a more high-end palette, but the colors have to be really cool and like colors that I can't find at the drugstore, you know? I'm just gonna take this kind of, I think it's like more like the highlight shade of the palette, and it's kind of this pale creamy yellow color. I'm just gonna put that like all over my eyelid and up to my eyebrow, just as kind of a base. And I have a bunch of powder under my eyes since this is a dark look and I've already done my foundation and concealer. I don't want to fuck it up too bad. The really cool thing about doing this when you bake under your eyes, if you do get fallout, you can just kind of dust it off and it's not gonna like smear and streak your foundation. Now I'm gonna go in with kind of this, it's kind of a neutral toned light brown color. You can't really see it because I've used it so much because I just think it's the perfect like transition shade. I'm just gonna like scrape together a little bit of that on a blending brush. This is the MAC 217. And I'm just gonna kind of put that in my crease and a little bit on my eyelid. I'm just kind of gonna blend this out really well. Like, this look kind of needs to be blended pretty well because there's a lot of dark colors. Well, there's a couple dark colors. And so I'm just kind of blending it in my crease and on my eyelid. And I'm just gonna kind of blend it upwards a little bit. And next I'm gonna go in with this NYX eyeshadow. It is in the color LOL. And it's kind of an orangey color. I got it for fall because I wanted to do a pumpkin look, a pumpkin spice inspired eye makeup look a couple years ago. That video is still up and it's really shitty, but I got this for that purpose. And I think it's a really fun color. Like, it's just kind of an orange color. And I'm gonna take that on my blending brush and I'm gonna put that in my crease as well. And it's okay if it gets on your eyelid. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of blending with this look. So if things get a little messy, that's okay. We're gonna blend it out anyways. I want the orange to primarily be in the crease. And you can go in a little bit with that brown shade again and kind of just stay up here above the crease and blend it out to make it a little less orange. And then I'm going to take, in that same palette, this dark brown color. I'm just taking this kind of fat eyeshadow brush, at least I think it's an eyeshadow brush. And I'm just gonna kind of pat that on my lid, because even though I got this like thing, this like protection down here, I still don't want to get brown eyeshadow everywhere. And that's okay. You want that to get in your crease a little bit. Like, it's fine if it like goes up a little higher into your crease because we're gonna blend out the crease anyways. I think people think I have like 0 subscribers on my channel because I have it set to where you can't see my subscribers. And the reason is because I feel like that makes people not take you as seriously. I feel like if they see, I have a few subscribers, not very many at all. I feel like it's a number. If people see it, it's gonna make them be like, oh, I don't like her. Or I'm not gonna watch her videos. She doesn't have very many subscribers, so she must not be very good. And I'm like, oh, I'm afraid of rejection. I don't like people to reject me. I want people to like me. And it's probably like just a deep inward struggle where it's like, I'm not worried about other people not taking me seriously. I just don't take me seriously. I don't know. But anyhow, I'm just taking the MAC 217 brush and I'm going to blend in my crease and just kind of make all the colors blend together a little bit. So this is what I'm excited about. Don't know if these were limited edition or not. I'm not really a huge Urban Decay fan, so I don't really know much about the brand or when they come out with something new or if something's limited edition. I just know I saw these kind of these like duochrome eyeshadows that they had for a while and I really loved them and I bought a couple of them, and my favorite one is this one called Lounge, and it's like a brownie green color. Like, it looks green in the pot, but like when you turn it certain ways, it's brown. And like when you put it on your eyes, if you just use a brush or your finger and you do it dry, you put it on dry, it's brown. Like, it's brown. It's a really pretty brown, but it's brown. But if you get it wet, if you wet your brush, and I've been wetting it with the Urban Decay setting spray, and you dip it in and make it kind of a paste and you like pat it on, it's like, it looks like this. It looks exactly like it does in the pot, and I love it. This is one of my favorite eyeshadows. But what excites me is this thing was like 16 bucks at least. I can't remember exactly how much, but it was like $16 for a single eyeshadow. This NYX eyeshadow that's like 6 or 8 bucks. And look at how similar it is. It's not exactly the same. The Urban Decay is much more, this one's the Urban Decay. It's much more duochrome and has a lot more brown in it, while the NYX one is just more of a straight up green. But they look pretty dang similar. When I found it, when I found it in my vanity, I was like, you know what that looks like? I was like, it looks like this, but this is like half the price, and it is in the color Jaded. I'm just gonna kind of spray it. I'm gonna dip it in, then I'm going to pat it onto my eyelid. I'm just covering my whole lid. I didn't tell you which one I put on this eye. Oh my gosh, guys, can you even tell like which one is which? I mean, one maybe looks a little lighter than the other, but I feel like if you didn't know there were two different eyeshadows, nobody would know. Like, I think I could go out like this and nobody would be like, you have two different eyeshadows on your eyelids. Which one do you think it is? Just guess real quick. This one. Shit. Okay, my viewfinder really trips me out. This one's the NYX and this one's the Urban Decay. NYX one actually looks a little more pigmented, I think. Maybe it's just because the duochrome of this one makes it look a little less bright green, and the NYX one looks a little more bright green. So now I'm just gonna kind of do a little bit of blending in the crease to kind of just kind of like make things kind of go together a little bit. My camera and my computer both died like around the same time, so did my eyebrows, and yeah, let me see if I can remember where I was. I guess it's time to just dust this ish off. And see, I don't know if you could tell on the camera, but I had a lot of fallout. It's all good though, because I had that powder down. And I'm just gonna drag all the colors down to underneath my eye. So now I'm starting with that kind of neutral brown shade that I originally started with. Now onto the second color I used, the orange color. And this is just to kind of have a buildup of color, kind of like I have on the top. So it's not just like, you know, you want everything to blend and look intentional. This brush, the flat, kind of fat, eyeshadow brush that I used to pat on the brown eyeshadow, and I don't want to put a ton at the bottom because I don't want like a super duper smoky eye. So I'm just gonna kind of take what's left on that, the remnants, and kind of drag it along my lower lash line, just barely, because I don't want it to be like ridiculously dark. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take my blending brush and just kind of blend it out and blend it up into the upper eyeshadow area. And then I'm just gonna do the same thing I did on the top, literally. Take the one brush that I had and spray it with some kind of setting spray or get it wet with water or something, and then put a little bit of either that, the Urban Decay Lounge or the NYX Jade. And so I'm just gonna kind of drag that along my lower lash line a little bit. And then I'm gonna do something that might make some people kind of uncomfortable. I'm actually gonna put this brush and this eyeshadow in my waterline. That might freak some people out. It doesn't really bother me. I mean, it feels kind of weird, but it doesn't really bother me. So you could skip that step or just use any kind of eyeliner you wanna use. I don't have an eyeliner this color, so I'm just gonna put this in my waterline. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop off and do my face real quick before I finish my eyes. Deck of Scarlet Lust for Chocolate eyeliner. It's just a dark brown cream eyeliner, and I'm just gonna line my upper waterline with it just to make my eyelashes look a little thicker and darker. Because sometimes when you put mascara on and you have dark makeup on, and when your eyelashes lift up, like you can see the white like mark from your skin on your from your waterline, and I just don't like how that looks when I have dark makeup on. So I'm going to fill that in. And it can also make your eyelashes look a little thicker. So I'm just taking this Physicians formula. I used it in my last tutorial, I think. It's just an old like contour and highlight and blush palette. It's just a basic like kind of cream, really light highlight, and I'm just going to put that in the inner corners of my eye with a little skinny brush. And then I'm just taking that same highlight on this skinny brush, and I'm just gonna like kind of barely pop that on the highest point of my brows. Just to kind of, it gives your arch a little bit more of a pop. Now time for mascara. I didn't put my mascara in my bra. I put it like kind of down between like my knees sort of, because I have self tanner on and kind of sticky right now and I don't like the way it smells, so I don't want to get it all over mine. So I'm just using the Maybelline, the Rocket Volume Express, and I'm just gonna put that on my eyelashes, on the upper and lower lashes. And that's the completed eye look. And this was supposed to just be an eye tutorial, but there's something I'm really excited about that I just discovered, and I think it looks really good with this eye look, so I'm gonna include this. The NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick. When I first put this on, I put this on immediately. I bought it yesterday, and I got in the car after leaving Ulta, and I was like, you know, my lips look a little dark right now, let's try this. When I first put it on, I was like, oh no, no. But once I got it all the way on, I was like, you know, for a dark lipstick, it doesn't look that bad on me. I've always shied away from funkier lipsticks and from like dark colors, and I've kind of stayed with like tans and pinks and stuff that's similar to my skin tone because I just have really thin lips and I'm really pale. But since I've been tanning and I've been using my Candy Lips Lip Plumper like every morning and every night, my lips have gotten a little bit bigger and I'm a little darker now that I've been tanning. So I actually am becoming more adventurous with my lipstick colors, and you probably can't understand a word I'm saying. And that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I hope you stick around and watch my other ones, or at least come back and watch another one sometime soon. And I will see you guys in my next one.